And here we go. We are on to our second introductory to Us Joy Boys episode. This time we are playing Rob's first major loved game. And this is Super Mario Brothers 2, which just fits so well because we just played one.
Yeah, I mean, it's this and the other one that would be just an insane, trying to do it for our first couple episodes, loved game would be Bubble Bobble, but the right way.
Right, correct. Now, Rob, are you going to be Mario or
There's
Toad?
only one choice.
Oh, so Princess Peach, you're saying then?
One choice right there.
Waluigi?
Green Mario.
Green Mario. So, this game, you said you can beat in about 14 seconds. I'm sure that's because of a hack, right?
15 minutes. Wow. Forgot to full screen this.
Oh, one moment. We've
go.
got to blow in the cartridge.
Well, not only that, truth be told, I keep accidentally, because I'm so used to having a little more space between the keyboard and the mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbing not mouse and wondering why the cursor's gone.
Right. So everybody knows, we're as amateur as it possibly gets at this. You know, we're not former video game journalists. We aren't professional players.
I wish you had a GBA emulator.
I might.
Because the version of this on the GBA is way better.
Oh, gotcha.
Because when you it talks.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah, when you do this and then you do this, your characters do a backflip, and then they just go wahoo.
Well, so we're doing this in my home with starter equipment, but one of the things Rob's talking about that's when I bought this place, we're in a condo that I bought, and I looked at it, I did the inspection, and I immediately had every room planned out. And then I moved in and I changed every single thought I had. And the problem was that led to me having to compromise with myself on some things. And so the desk Rob is currently at is a little awkward in a way that I didn't realize when I purchased the desk, and the space for the keyboard tray area is surprisingly narrow for the desk, and so in order to have a mouse and mouse pad on the keyboard tray, I cannot have a keyboard wider than 16 inches. I know the number by heart because it's so difficult to find. So,
well, yeah, because once you get into the more gamery keyboards, keyboards.
I'm sorry. I think we should refer to everything that's cool by calling it tactical something.
Right.
So I think you mean tactical keyboard.
Exactly.
That's a trend I hate so much.
I love this game so much.
That's what you get with this, folks. Love and hate.
I do. There we go. Excuse me.
Do you have... There's just something about the way he stands.
Luigi?
Yeah.
How he looks like his hands are constantly on his overalls?
Right, like he's got
awesome.
the straps there, and he's just like, I'm in this game. You know?
Well, I mean, it's not a secret anymore. Like, this was never a Mario game to begin with.
Right.
I missed. So, I mean, they just basically laid... I can get in there, it's fine.
You know, it's funny.
Hang on.
Like
I'm getting there. I'm getting it. We're getting it.
Man, I have been there.
Got it.
It's funny because that was dangerous.
I see in the GBA one, like Birdo actually talks to you.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
It is funny to me how thoughts that I didn't have can still change. And let me explain what I mean by that. If you would have told me the true story behind Super Mario Brothers 2, about how it wasn't really 2 and it was this other thing reskinned essentially, I would have been angry. I would have been like, those jerks, how could they not give us the real thing? But now, here we are, 40 years later almost, and I look back at it and I think Mario is the only series that has visited so many different styles of play, so many different genres of play, and generally speaking, not always, but usually doing so well. And I almost think the fact that this sordid past of SMB2 is part of how that happened and how it worked, and I wouldn't want it any other way now.
Well, because the bad thing is that with Super Mario Brothers, yeah. Did I mention I love this game?
There is quite a smile on the face of Rob right now.
I adore this game. But with Super Mario Brothers 2, the thing is, like, when it started off as Super Mario Brothers 2, which later became the Lost Levels in the SNES cartridge of Super Mario All-Stars, it was made, and then they basically went, the American audience, maybe audiences in general, think that this is going to be too similar to the first Mario Brothers.
Right.
And so they reskinned Doki Doki Panic as Mario 2. But the brilliant thing is, like, we wouldn't have some of my favorites in Mario Brothers if we didn't have this game.
Right.
Which is with Sniffets, Stars, having a playable Toad,
Shy Guys,
the ability to pick stuff up.
and let's not forget how the rocket ship has made it in every Mario game since.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But see, the part that I always liked about this was the fact that, one, like, this game made me a Luigi player. Like, and once they put it in place that Luigi played different than Mario, I was like, I am totally in.
You know,
now the reason I said I can beat this game in 15 minutes, take this all the way over to here, and you go, wow, and then you do this. Whee!
It's funny, this character selecting to me. I'm remembering when I finally got to this game myself way back when as a child. I constantly was choosing all of them. Like, I was constantly changing characters, not because I was having a hard time finding one that I liked, but because I enjoyed the different playstyle of all four of them. And it makes me wonder to this day if that is why certain games I have a hard time actually progressing anywhere, because I keep trying all the different character types. The first one that comes to mind for me, not necessarily the first time that I experienced that, but the first time, the first game that comes to mind that I had this issue is Neverwinter Nights. I wanted to play as every race and every class, and it's just a thing that I run into, and I guess I just didn't realize until now, looking at the character select screen,
By the way,
this is why. There it is.
yeah, but for me, in this, it's, I found, the Luigi jumping higher was one of my favorites, because you can reach so many more spots, like cheesing my way across the first world, or like with this, jumping over these things.
Wait, I was waiting for that to hit you.
Jumping over these things with the fireballs and whatnot. Jumping over the things with the fireballs and everything else. Being Luigi, you could clear those distances.
Right.
I could never get the timing of this right. I've still All this time, I never got the timing of this right.
Well, if I understand, the way to win at gambling is to count cards. Are you counting cards?
No, I'm just going on house always wins.
See, there you go. It's the real lesson. The only way to win is not to play.
Exactly. Oh, is this the buzzers? Oh, yep.
Here's another difference between Rob and I,
Yep.
and it's worth mentioning here as he fights through this swarm. I am a cold weather guy, and Rob is a warm weather guy. And I'm bringing this up because I lie to myself and say that I love ice levels. I know I don't, but I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
And I'm fully in to commiserate with everybody when it comes to water levels. I forgot how hard this part was. And you're not upgraded health-wise.
Oh, I shouldn't have jumped.
Yeah, you had it.
I shouldn't have jumped.
There was something that I've mentioned a couple of times, and this is probably a good spot to explain this. I will be referencing fairly often a list. And I should explain here, so I don't have to explain it any other time, what this list is. Years and years ago, I think around sometime between 2005 and 2007, I came to the realization the only way I'm going to play every video game that I've ever wanted to play is to get them when they're cheap. And I was worried with the amount of games that were coming out around then, which has only grown since, that I'm going to forget a bunch of the lesser known ones. So, like a madman, I created a spreadsheet, and I put every game I've ever played, plus every game I ever wanted to play, chronologically, by the best release date I could find for them, on that list, with the intention of one day going through it in order. That day came sometime January, February of 2019. We're recording this in early December 2022, but I don't intend to actually post it until April of 23. And at this point, I'm nearing the end of the list of 2005. So I just wanted to explain that. I refer to it as my list, as the ultimate backlog, and as sometimes as the program, and probably most often as Brian's Backlog Bonanza. And these are all names given to me by the wonderful, wonderful people at Giant Bomb in response to a letter that they read and answered on an episode of the Giant Bombcast. That was real fast, though, for those lives.
Yeah, I forgot that the ice level, you have to kind of beef up yourself before that part.
It's probably because he picked the worst character, but don't tell him.
Luigi is the best character.
I'm not the type of person to feel like there's best or worse, like whatever people are more comfortable with. I have nothing against Luigi. I didn't need a year of Luigi to like him, that kind of thing. I was always a fan, although you're well aware, my favorite Luigi is the Luigi from Thousand Year Door and the...
Mr. L.
What's that?
Mr. L.
Oh, right. And that's anybody who hasn't played that game, you don't have him as a party member, you don't play as him, you instead hear through his part... Well, you hear him explain his exploits in grandiose fashion, and then the people he partnered up with are right there to tell you the true story.
Hey, bro. The fact that he just, hey, bro.
Yep. So yeah, I will give Stink Eye Luigi probably the number 2 spot, which I don't remember which Mario Kart that was.
Oh, that was 8.
That was 8? Okay.
Yeah, that was 8.
They're on...
Where he was just drifting around?
Yes. Are we on 9 still? Did they do a 10?
No, I think we're just on 8 Deluxe.
Okay. Now, Rob, are you going to do it? You have the confidence. Can you taste Mom's spaghetti?
I'm gonna try, damn it.
That's all we can ask. This is a really hard. I feel like this is the hardest part of this game that I can remember.
I didn't have that one behind me.
Yep. You had some chasers there.
Yeah, I think this is one of the instances to where having somebody who floatily jumps as much as Luigi does. You know, when I was younger, what I used to be able to do, I don't think I can do it anymore, is I used to hop on one of the ones that were chasing you.
Yes.
And rode it all the way to the end.
Yep. Oh. You almost did that.
Bastard, get out here.
Well, because you have to do that later on, right? With the birds.
Yeah, there's the buzzards.
Yes.
Because you can sit there and ride the buzzards, but if you were fast enough, you could actually get on one of these little ninja fork bugs.
As they're colloquially known. We're giving him silence. We're going to announce this like it's a golf outing in order to not disrupt his concentration as he ice skates forward. It's a real technique of mishapping and accidentally sliding your way to success, which is what's happening here.
Hey, all right.
It isn't easy being.
Hey, I made it.
He did it.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. The whales.
The whales.
That is the one part, the one like instance to where it's like, you know, maybe we shouldn't use Luigi for this because he's so floaty when he jumps.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and that's what's great, though. It's great to know that you're gonna run into strengths and weaknesses. Now, I don't know if you said this already. Is Luigi your go-to for the various sports and party games in the Mario series?
Yes, for the exception of one.
What's the one?
If there's a Boo in the game.
Okay, sure.
There we go.
Wait, how did you did something weird?
Oh, I bounced up if you get hit by the side spray.
I don't think I knew that.
Got it. Okay. Blam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think I knew that was a thing that could be done.
Yeah, you can bounce off the side spray and actually get yourself high. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Well, it's all right.
Yeah.
This is not the mazy big one, so I think I'm fine.
True. Yeah.
But no, if the only other one that I usually would pick if there's a choice is a Boo, but you know it's been, which they've so graciously been putting in the games.
Yep.
Which is nice.
I will. So obviously Mario is the default one.
He's the all-arounder.
Exactly, and I will use him. The first time in a game when I'm just trying to figure out how everything works. But I find over time I don't really have a go-to in the Mario series.
Well, it all depends, because at first it was just like, okay, well, who's your favorite Mario guy? But once they started implementing, oh, hey, this person's more technical, this person's faster, this person is a more powerful swing. Like, I still remember, got here. I still remember in Mario Tennis, the one for the Nintendo 64, if I'm not mistaken.
Power Tennis?
Yeah, left-handed Baby Mario swings harder than Bowser.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah. Left-handed Baby Mario Oh, I should have put it over here. That's where it was supposed to go.
Here's where I have to admit something that, I don't know, might be seen as something fans of the series won't agree with, but I have never been a fan of the babies. I can't explain why. I don't know if it's their diminutive size, as we don't adjust your sets, folks. We have not switched to Mr. Driller.
Oh, still a favorite. It's still one of those, like, we rented it and then, oh, hey, it's great.
Yep, exactly. But I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like my problem with the baby Marios and Luigi's are their introduction was Yoshi's World, right?
Yeah, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Right, Yoshi's Island. And it was the crying. It soured me on the kids forever. Not real life kids, but you know, those two in particular.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I'd say the remake of Yoshi's Island for the DS, where you could play as multiple kids,
Mm-hmm.
and they each had their own little like power set that they could have.
Right.
Which one it is? Nope. One of these. Nope.
Well, tell you what, while you search, how about we show up on the other side of an episode 2 of this once we've found it?
I'm trying to remember which one it is.
So yeah, that's what we'll do, guys. We will see you on episode 2 of Super Mario Brothers 2.